How do mishearings create new words in etymology? Imagine hearing a word wrong and suddenly that mistake turns into a new word used by many. This is how language naturally changes over time through mishearings. When people misinterpret sounds or parts of words, it can lead to the creation of new words. One common way this happens is through misanalysis, also called meta-analysis. For example, the word an augur was once thought to be a nodger. Over time, the boundary between the words shifted and augur became a standalone word. Another way mishearings influence language is through mondegreens. These are misheard phrases, often in songs or poetry, which change the meaning or create new expressions. For example, someone might hear, "The Lord is a living" instead of "The Lord is a loving," and that misinterpretation can spread. While mondegreens usually affect phrases, they show how hearing errors can influence language. Eggcorns are another example. These happen when people substitute a word or phrase with a similar sound that makes sense. For instance, eggcorn instead of acorn or bated breath instead of bated breath. These substitutions can become common and even accepted over time. Metathesis is when sounds within a word switch places. An example is the word burst, which comes from an older from where sounds moved around. Sometimes, sounds are dropped or added due to mishearing. The spice mace was once spelled maces, but some people thought the final S was a plural ending, so they dropped it. Words borrowed from other languages can also change because of mishearings. The word archipelago comes from Greek, but early speakers misunderstood its roots, leading to a slightly altered form. These errors in hearing and understanding can stick around and become part of the language. All these processes show how human mistakes in listening and interpreting speech can lead to new words or different forms of existing words. When defining a word and tracing its origins, it's helpful to see how mishearings played a part. For example, the word augur originally was nodger, but mishearing led to its current form. This process highlights how language evolves naturally, often through simple errors that become accepted over time.